She's only a whiskey maker, but I love her still. Get it? It's a joke. Get it? It's humor. All right. This week, the show is going to be amazing because we have special guests joining us who are experts in comedy. Aaron and I, we're podcasters. We try and throw humor into our show when we can, but we're not professionals. So we went and found some amazing local talent to be on the show this week. One is Rich Alvarez, his third time on the show. He does the Stupid Mario Brothers on YouTube, which is hilarious. It's one of my favorite YouTube channels. If you have not heard of it yet, you will soon because it's blowing up, and he is on this show in my studio talking about it. We also have another special guest, his first time on the show. We met through a local podcast community. His name is Mike Betancourt, and this guy is a real-life, true blue stand-up comedian. The guy's been doing it for 11 years. He's also happens to be a pretty big nerd, and that's where we come in. We're going to talk to him. We're going to talk about some wrestling. We're talking about Star Wars. We're talking about esports on ESPN. We're talking about comedy, or yucks in some circles. Comedy goes by many names, and we're going to get into all that. We're going to talk about it in vivid detail. All that and so much, much more on this week's... I guess I came in a little bit early. On this week's Video Game Bang.
Welcome to another exciting episode of Video Game Bang. Video Game Bang. Your weekly source for all things video game. Featuring your fearless hosts, Corey Vincent.
I'm pretty much Microsoft and Marvel. The cans are on. It's when ish gets real. People get shot during the day?
And Aaron Carter.
Buy the armor, I equip it, and it's like pink thong. The guy that delivers vending machine items at my job, he can play the right.
Fill up your Mountain Dew and grab your Doritos. It's time for Video Game Bang.
What is up, my pizzas? Corey Vincent here, and this is the Video Game Bang. Brought to you by NerdReactor.com. What are you reacting to? Brought to you by Corsair Gaming. Come sail away with us. And our newest sponsor, we love them, Ant Lion Audio. Hear the roar. And we have an amazing show for you guys all today. Podcast listeners, you're in for a treat because we didn't bring you just one special guest. We're bringing you two special guests in what is going to prove to be an insane show. I just get that feeling in my loins. Aaron, do you know the feeling I'm talking about?
No, because I don't know what the loins are.
Because you don't have them. Oh! It's going to be a comedy show, so zinger.
Loins.
1 point. I don't know.
Exactly.
Did I use the term wrong?
Exactly.
Maybe. Aaron Carter, my co-host. Say hi to the people.
What's up, everybody?
All right.
You know what? I started it. When I told you I listened to the very first show a couple of weeks back, I said the exact same thing that very first episode.
So you're saying we've never evolved? That's sad.
Slowly but surely.
All right.
There you go.
Also joining us on the show, he is a YouTuber from this area. He's been on the show once, twice, 3 times a lady, and he's back promoting his new season? You run in seasons, right?
The new Super Mario World show.
The new Super Mario World show on YouTube, Mr. Rich Alvarez.
Thank you for having me back.
What's been going on since the Christmas party? I do not remember it whatsoever.
Well, after the Christmas party, I got sucked into a demon dimension where I was trapped for 200 years. Never mind. I've just been rewatching Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
That sounds about right.
Rewatching it? Wow.
Sounds about
hardcore.
right.
No, but it's been great. Stupid Mario World is on track. People love it. It's exactly the Mario show that they've been trying to kick out of me for years, ever since Stupid Mario Brothers ended. So, Stupid Mario World, because I guess not enough people like The Plumber Knight Returns,
Now, did I say or do anything offensive at the Christmas party?
I don't remember.
Oh, wow. You had some... Okay, just making sure.
Whatever was in those drinks made me a little...
It was good. And now, the first timer on the show. This is exciting for us. We just met the guy probably about 20 minutes ago. He's a stand-up comedian that resides in the Sacramento area. Mike Betancourt.
Fools! Hello. Thank you for having me. Thank you for trusting me, by the way. You're like, we just met him 20 minutes ago. Let him in our house.
Right?
Pretty much.
That's
yeah.
freaking amazing.
Yeah.
That's trust.
That's trust.
With the badass background music.
Well, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
Is that Zelda?
No, this is Super Punch-Out.
Oh, Super Punch-Out, yes.
Now, Mike, you were referred to us kind of through another podcaster in the area, Leo Zuniga.
Yes.
He's also a comedian. And What's it been like being a stand-up comedian? It's got to be tough.
Yeah, a lot of you give your soul away, and you go on stage and people make fun of you or you make fun of them. It's a gauntlet. You're by yourself, no one else.
They say everybody bombs. Is that true?
Yes, everyone bombs. That's the only way you're gonna be funny, if you suck, and once you're done sucking, you're like, well, I'm done sucking. It's time to go on stage and be funny, or you quit. That's it. If you bomb, you quit, or you keep going.
And you've been doing it for a very long time.
11 years.
Dang.
11 years of sucking. 11 years of being a whore. I'm sorry. Can I cuss?
Oh, yeah, you can say whatever the hell you want.
Yeah.
11 years being a whore, but it's okay. It's all right. It's fine. See? Got him laughing. That's my job. That is my job.
So what is like the style of comedy you do? Is there a thing? Is there such
Yeah, well, I'm very intense and energetic, and I'm I can be in your face, and I like to talk to the audience and engage with the audience, as well as talk about my life and truth stuff about what's going on in my life and my family, and I have a lot of voices involved. That's why I wanted to get with you and start working on voiceover reels and stuff. And but yeah, because I'm a huge fan of voices, and I use a lot of that in my act, but you can only do so much of that.
So what kind of voices do you do? Like people in your life, or do you do characters?
I do a lot of characters. I can't do it here, but in my act, I can do a really, really good T-Rex roar.
Why can't you do it here?
Because I don't want. Because I've blown out speakers before.
Wow.
Yes, I've blown out speakers. I'll do it at the very, very end of the show.
So then, when you've gotten your word out, you could just say "fuck this studio" and blow it all out.
There you go. Yes, I'll do it.
Mic drop.
Mic
drop.
Jump out the window.
There you go. That's
Go
it.
to his next gig.
Mic go boom, and then I'll do that. So I'll save it at the end once everyone gets to know. I don't want to blow anyone's eardrums out just yet. You gotta know me first, and then I'll
20 more minutes.
Then I'll send you to the hospital.
Yeah.
20 more minutes.
That's how we roll.
Well, we do like to talk about video games on the show, so we'll get the news stories out of the way early. The first one, and this is pretty big for all gamers, it is that ESPN is really picking up on its coverage of esports. Aaron, we talked about this on your weekend show. I've since been back to ESPN.com and actually read some very relevant video game news.
Okay, about which game?
Actually, it was one about the top 5 esports players to watch in the next year. And they covered Dota, they covered League, Street Fighter 5.
Nice.
They covered Smash Brothers. They really...
So they're taking it seriously.
They're taking it super serious.
All right. I won't believe it until I see it on SportsCenter.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then I want to see a Street Fighter in the top 5 or the top, 10. Greatest plays. Can I get that?
I don't think there's anything any gamer can do that warrants a spot on the top 10.
Something. I mean, throw a controller right when you hit a combo or something. I don't know. I want to see that on there because then it'll be on the same level. Anything else would be uncivilized, I guess.
Well, I mean, usually that top 10 list is a spot for physical greatness.
Yeah.
Something awesome happens where you dunk a basketball over another human being's face, or fighters jumping off a cage and kicking someone in the face.
If somebody came back from a near defeat in Street Fighter, the bar was empty and they came back.
No,
that's not good enough.
Not
for
exciting.
You.
No.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's got to be real life.
It's got to be real life.
Real life. Video games need to be real now.
Well, I mean, how are we gonna get there?
Call of Duty, real life.
It is. That's the soldiers in Iraq and everything like that.
There you go.
Yeah, they're fighting it right now. So
I'm just saying, kids.
They're not
going to
put on the top.
Put
10,
some
though.
kids in there.
Yeah, put some kids in there. Okay.
You guys are talking shit on your couches. Oh, fuck you guys! I'm gonna stab you. I'm spawning. Blah blah. Do it in real life.
Yeah.
Do it in real life, and let's bring it.
Hey, we'll
go.
see.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go to the
somebody
Mushroom
will be
Kingdom
on.
and kill Goombas in real life.
Right. Right. You're actually being racist right now, but that's okay.
No, it's okay. I'm Italian.
There you go.
Yeah,
Okay,
there
never
you
mind.
go.
Never mind. I just had to protect the Italians. I didn't know who you are yet.
20 more minutes.
And make
20
sure.
more minutes.
19 minutes and counting.
But look at some of these. They got some of the article titles. StarCraft 2's shrinking talent pool.
Okay.
Pretty thought-provoking stuff, right?
Yeah,
Instead
yeah.
of just a fluff piece.
Now let's see how long it lasts.
Apollo cites communication as major plus for Dignitas.
I don't even know what the hell that is.
That was a lot of words,
Yeah.
that I don't fully understand. But that's good.
No,
right?
yeah. I like their dedication. I see what they're doing, but I want to see how long it lasts.
Why don't you think it's gonna last?
I didn't say it wasn't going to last long. I just want to see how long ESPN keeps it up before the leader of ESPN says.
Do you think it's all going on
This
behind
is
his
we're
not
back?
not going to
sports.
take it? Yeah,
This is
exactly.
not sports. We're losing our sponsors.
Exactly.
Right when they lose their sponsors, that's when they'll pull the plug. No pun intended.
There it is.
Now, are you a sports guy, Mike?
I'm pro wrestling. Love pro wrestling.
Really?
Huge fan. Pro wrestling all the way. I was in WrestleMania 31 too.
What?
Yeah. I was
Nice.
In
one-
WrestleMania?
Yeah. I was one of Rusev's soldiers and one of Bray Wyatt's scarecrows.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I met everybody back there.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
See, I watched it a lot as a kid. A lot. And then MMA came around, and then I just became a huge mixed martial arts fan. Because, I mean, it wasn't the fake part, like, because it's what they go through is real.
Have you seen Lucha Underground though?
Is that where they...
That's it's on the El Rey network.
Is
That's,
that where Rey Mysterio broke someone's neck?
No, that was the AAA Mexican division.
Okay.
Yes.
Just making sure I want to keep it straight.
Lucha Underground is it's on the El Rey network. That's Robert Rodriguez and Quentin Tarantino's TV station.
Oh, snap.
So
Okay.
Robert Rodriguez and Marcus Burnett from Survivor, they came together and created like this drama show called Lucha Underground. It's everything that WWE isn't. So they just get to the wrestling, high flying, kick ass. They let the announcers do the storyline. They don't talk for 20, 40 minutes. Let me tell you something. 3 weeks from now, I'm going to kick your ass. And when they don't do any of that. They don't do any of that. It's fast paced, 1 hour, everything that you want in a wrestling show. Thank you, ma'am, and that's it.
They keep the divas around for that,
They
though?
do, and they have intergender. They're the women that are wrestling are intergendering, fighting with men.
Nice.
And they're very good.
That's popular. Actually, our friend Nikki.
Lucha
Yes.
Underground plug.
Yeah. Do you get paid by them?
I don't know. I will now.
All right. But we have a great friend who actually works at a game store in the area. Her name's Nicole Savoy, and she does wrestling on the independent
Oh,
circuit
wow.
with Glimmer. I don't know if you've heard of that. It's like a women's organization
no.
somewhere in the East. So they fly her out there to do matches.
Wow.
She's here. She's like a champion in some regional thing, and
That's impressive.
She got voted like in the top 5 prospects for the upcoming year in amateur pro wrestling, I guess it would be called. Been trying to chase her down for the show. Should have had her.
She's busy. She flies all around. Like that.
She does. Like every weekend,
Yeah.
she's doing shows. And she's a hardcore gamer. Like
That's awesome.
Yeah, she is. Yeah,
That's
big, yeah.
that's the similarities with pro wrestling and stand up comedy. Back in the day, like during the circus acts, comics would come up before the wrestlers, and there's always a relationship on capturing the crowd's attention and hanging on to their attention while you wrestle and while you do jokes. There's a very close relationship between comics and stand up wrestlers as well.
So do you watch this? Like, do you watch the WWE, or is that like too mainstream?
No,
Too
like,
mainstream.
Too mainstream.
Well, I mean, they hired you. I don't know how this stuff works.
I used to love watching it, but then they just talk too damn much. It just talks, and they just shove John Cena down your throat and just
John
The
Cena.
internet's done.
yeah. It's just too much. And now, Lucha Underground, they talk about the Mexican heritage, and they get in depth. It's not like, buy this, folks. Don't forget to buy this. And
WWE Network.
WWE Network wants you to buy, and buy. There's nothing that Lucha's like, hey, you like it? Cool. If you don't, whatever. It's cool.
That's pretty awesome.
We'll
Aaron,
still be friends.
I think we talked about it on the last show, but
Yeah, we did.
Aaron almost got into a fight with the Big Show.
The Big Show?
Yeah, I would have won.
Dude, that
We've
dude's
told the show on the podcast, but it's
massive,
been a
yeah.
long time
You know
since
who's
they've
big
heard it.
too?
Who's that?
Jack Swagger.
Never seen him, but yeah.
Dude, he's huge.
Yeah, these guys aren't.
Dude, they're massive.
Yeah, they're no little.
So what happened
gym.
with you and
Well, he
Big
came
Show?
into the shop. I was working at GameStop, and he wanted an Xbox that we didn't have, and he kind of got a little, irate.
Well, first of all, a fan called him by the wrong name.
Well,
Or,
yeah,
he
he
wasn't a
called-
fan apparently. But
Yeah, he said, "Hey, big time," and
That's
that,
a good name, though. I'll take that.
That upset,
Big time. You want BT?
That upset Paul.
it was a ghetto store. Like
Yeah.
it was a ghetto store.
was
So
a
a
store.
guy in there just, yo, it's Big Time,
Yeah.
and his handlers had to be like, it's the Big Show.
Well, wasn't he? Didn't he get arrested a long time ago for fighting?
I don't know.
Like a fan or hitting a fan?
I think I've heard
we
he has
would've-
a temper.
Shit hit the fan.
We would have. Yeah. You can tell the guy had a temper because
Yeah.
he was.
Well, he almost
for not
choke
having an
slammed
Xbox.
Aaron through the Spanish
Oh
announce
no,
table.
he would have. We would have.
play with myself
Yeah.
Xbox.
He was. They had to be
wanted
like,
an
"It's okay,
Xbox.
Paul. It's okay. It's okay, Paul." And I was like,
No, I'm the giant. I mean, Big Show.
"It's like, yeah, Paul, you jump over this counter and we're gonna have some problems, Paul."
Dude,
But nah, he
how are you gonna get mad over that?
He
I don't
wanted
know.
an Xbox. He told him they only had it with the Kinect. He didn't want the Kinect.
He didn't want the Kinect. He
There
didn't want to
was
move.
literally a store like a quarter
didn't wanna
mile.
move.
Yeah, that's what it was. The store. There was one more store up the block, and they had what he wanted.
And he told him about it. And
he parked his bus. I never even.
He has a
said.
bus?
Yeah, he has a bus.
Holy
He
shit.
parked his bus and it took up a lot of space, like just a couple of parking, spaces or whatever. And then him and his entourage come out. It's like him and like 3 other fat guys, and they come waddling in the store.
Showing the fat guys.
Yeah, and
Stable match.
apologies to the fat guys that were with him, but like,
oh, they're all big fans of this show.
they looked like they were like this was a zoo, and they brought the giraffe in, and they were like,
Well, like
let's
they
go
said,
ahead.
the circus act.
Yeah, exactly, and they just kept feeding them. Oh yeah, come on in, and then he got all irate, and I was like, it's not gonna happen, dude. Like, I don't have what you want.
Oh God. They some of them just have egos.
He was a diva for real.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And when I was like, I bought tickets to your show for the next night. 'Cause my brother.
Yeah, because he was seeing him the next day. They were in town for a Sacramento show, so they were gonna be. He had tickets. He was excited about the tickets all week.
And then when he walks in the door, I got even more excited. I'm like, my brother is a huge Big Show fan. He has your action figures.
Right.
He's like, I'm like, I can get a picture. I
Right.
get an autograph from my brother. Like, this is total dick the whole time.
Wow.
And I was just like, well, my brother is not your fan anymore. I'm just gonna.
Wow. That
I
sucks.
booed him.
That sucks. 'Cause
I booed
I
that
love WWE, but right now at the moment
Uh-huh.
with all the talking, I don't. It just has. But WrestleMania was awesome, and I remember when I met when I was backstage and I had like the burlap sack for as the Scarecrow coming out for Bray Wyatt, and we were waiting. I couldn't see shit backstage, right? And I bumped into someone. I looked up, and it was like the limelight was like an outline of this person. I looked up more, and I looked through the burlap sack, and it was Undertaker.
Whoa.
Yeah, and this is what he said to me. This is it. I swear to God. Right when I bumped into, I looked up and I was looking through the burlap sack. He's like, and then walked away.
Did he jizz on you? or
No,
what?
he's just I got undertaked.
Rest in peace.
No, he's just annoyed, I guess. A bunch of
Extras.
Extras.
So he's like, oh, extras
Yeah.
in my
How do you
way.
get that gig?
I can't say. I signed a disclaimer.
Oh, really?
Oh.
So you
Yeah.
can't even say how you got the gig.
No. I
Really?
can't.
That's interesting.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
wow.
I wonder what he had to do.
I know that.
I had to undertake him.
Yeah.
Get some Big Show inside me and a
Wow.
little Brock Lesnar on the side.
Wow.
When they came to, I used to work at Arco Arena here, and I got to see the shows. And Circus d'Olay, or Circus of Olay, what is it called?
Cirque du Soleil.
Cirque du Soleil. The clowns are thieves.
Yeah.
The clowns are thieves.
Clowns are thieves. It's no joke. When they come around, like they told, okay, we got to hide everything because when the clowns come around, they steal shit.
I fucking believe that.
No, it's
Shitty fuckers.
100%
You
true.
want to see this flower I stole from my mom's front yard?
So, and sure enough, like someone left the damn fucking CD player out, and it was gone when we came back to work it because they bring
of
their own merch
carnies.
people. Too.
Really? The clowns.
The clowns
though.
are thieves. It's just how that's
That would
the
be
thing
a
of
great
life.
video game.
The sky is blue, water is wet, and clowns are thieves.
Wow.
That's what I've learned.
Wow.
Okay.
But it was that same kind of vibe backstage when the wrestlers came around, just minus the thievery. And I got to meet like John Cena,
Right.
who was signing like 1 million copies of what's his movie?
Oh my
Marine.
God.
The Marine. That's when the Marine came out.
Right.
So he's signing 1 million copies of that. And it really just killed the immersion when I see him get up and give Triple H a big old hug, and McMahon and Stephanie are all like right there, and they're all just
Aren't
having
you
a
guys
good old
fighting
time.
each
It's like,
other in the?
no, that's fake. You hate him.
Well, the funny thing is, I've learned about this. Backstage is the only time they can be themselves, because as an actor or a comic, you have your downtime. People, leave you alone. But as a wrestler, you're not yourself in the public eye, because that's the whole illusion of the wrestlers.
Yeah.
So the only time you can be yourself is backstage, and it's very quiet and sacred back there.
Oh, yeah.
People are
That
just
makes
talking.
sense though.
Yeah.
Because like you're always on.
You're
if you're
always
yeah.
on. That's probably why
That's
like
gotta
Undertaker
suck.
said that to me. He's like,
Jesus.
just want to be.
This is my
be
one
left.
fucking minute.
One fucking match. That's all I want to do.
Well, the Big Show wasn't on that night. He was Paul. And he was just Paul.
Biggest dude I saw was I got to see Umaga.
Oh wow.
They actually used Sharpie to put his stuff on. I guess he died. Though.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
died.
he passed away.
Maybe from the Sharpie.
All that ink
poisoning. The one that got me the most excited though was Ron Simmons.
Damn.
Farouk. Yeah, he wasn't even active. He was just wearing normal clothes. But I saw him and I was like, I gotta say hi to this guy because Nation of Domination.
Oh yeah.
like,
Yeah.
that was my prime.
Domination.
Yeah.
Yeah, the beginning of The Rock.
Yeah,
as
Yeah,
a
they
heel.
brought The Rock in.
When he was still black.
Rocky
for some
Maivia.
reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And CeeLo, no, not CeeLo.
CeeLo Green was there.
D'Lo Brown with that cheating ass bulletproof vest thing that he
You can
was
do it
wearing.
with the real deal now.
That was hilarious. Yes.
Yeah.
That was hilarious. That head. Yes.
That was the best stable, I think.
Yeah,
One of
oh,
the
yeah.
best
He was
stables
good,
of all
yeah.
time.
And Los Borinquas, that was a good stable with.
Oh God, sorry. Oh, shit, son of a bitch. Sorry, guys. This happens to me
Uh-oh,
all
it's
the
the
damn
entrance
time.
music.
Yeah.
Farouk is
I know he
pissed.
walks in the door right now.
Talking about me? Damn.
That dude, and then not only, sorry, I have to, before we get to what you're playing, he also was APA, and that was
Yes,
my
Alkalides
second, yeah,
Protection Agency.
Acolyte Protection Agency.
Yes.
So when I saw him, that was like, I can give a shit about John Cena.
Bradshaw wasn't there with him?
No, but they were long past split
Oh,
at this
okay.
point.
All
Bradshaw
right.
might have been an announcer at that point.
You know, when I was backstage, I know we keep referring back, but I saw everybody. I wasn't really starstruck. The only person I was really starstruck, and I regret not shaking his hand, is Bret the Hitman Hart walked
Oh,
by.
man. Yeah, you got
you
to.
said it was
didn't.
WrestleMania, so they're all there,
Yeah,
right?
but I
The big
didn't
ones.
though.
What?
Because I was still working, and I didn't want to be like a fan while I
Oh,
was
It's
working.
good
okay.
you didn't.
Because
He
I
probably-
heard they fire people like that, and I didn't want to be that guy.
Don't be that guy. It was
For
a good
Brett,
move.
though? Come on.
Brett,
Yes.
I think Brett's a dick. I have a feeling.
You come out here,
Like, no.
call yourself an American, the best there is.
He was
best
good.
there was.
Yeah.
He was the best,
Yeah.
but like after that screw job thing and just his ego of not wanting to drop the belt before he leaves for a competitor. I know a lot about fucking wrestling. I just realized this
Dude,
is
Monday Night
depressing.
Wars, dude.
Yeah, the Monday Night Wars. I've watched
we've all
documentaries on
lived
that
through
stuff.
How old are you?
27.
Why'd you have to think about that?
I don't know.
27?
I
How old are
lose
you?
track.
I'm 28.
32.
32. Okay, cool. So we've lived.
Oh,
through
yeah,
Monday
yeah.
Night Wars
Every,
Yeah,
I
all
was
of us
every
were there.
Monday. I
with
was
the old
there.
school heads.
Oh, I'll never forget. I was watching Nitro the first time Shane McMahon popped up, and I was like, that's not how this thing works.
Right.
He can't be there.
But yeah, this is WCW. Like,
Yeah, this is the-
That's how it was when I first saw Razor Ramon and Diesel. I'm like, what the hell are
when
they
they were
doing?
sitting in the
Oh,
audience and
yeah.
everything
That
like
was
that.
that was the beginning of NWO.
Yes,
You're
yes.
like, what the? No, this is like low rate wrestling compared to WWE.
Yeah.
And then they had the Monday Night Wars. And, amazing.
Good stuff.
I've read Eric Bischoff's book.
I haven't.
That's supposed to be a really good book, actually.
Very good.
Yeah, Eric Bischoff's. Yeah, that's
Controversy
supposed to be-
creates cash.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Watch you guys make $1 million after watching.
Oh man. So this is what you're playing. It's a theme song. Was played a minute ago. I usually never go this long after, so feel honored, guys.
What you play?
What you playing? We're gonna start with, and the name is self-explanatory. Do I need to explain the rules?
No, I
Okay.
remember.
I assign points based on how good the games are you've been playing, and then we total them up once me and Aaron retire, and the winner gets a car.
Nice.
So wait, so how do you do this?
You better not put that, you better not put that in the podcast form because somebody will come back for that car years later.
Trick is I've already won. Aaron. I've
Wow.
already won. Rich, what you been playing?
Well, I was playing a lot of games yesterday at a Nintendo event that I signed a non-disclosure agreement.
Tell us all about it.
Man, between the
all
two of you,
about it.
this
I
is
know.
the fucking worst podcast I've ever had.
Both of them.
I know,
I
right?
can't tell
This
you
guy
anything.
can't tell us nothing about wrestling. You can't tell us nothing about Nintendo.
Well, let me just put it this way. The next time that I'm on the show, I'll be able to tell you a lot of stuff about what you didn't know about these games. But, unfortunately, I can't talk about them today. But 2 days ago, I was playing the original Rogue Squadron, Star Wars Rogue Squadron for the N64, because I hadn't played it in so long. And I can't believe that those games no longer exist. The company that was making those games, that was developing those games for Lucasfilm, went under before LucasArts, the game division at Lucasfilm, went under. And that was before Disney bought Star Wars and Lucasfilm and everything. So I'm hoping that they'll bring those games back
You
now
don't want
that
that back.
EA is in charge. I mean,
Did you not like Rogue Squadron?
No, Rogue Squadron was amazing, but did you like the new Battlefront?
no.
Exactly. So you don't want that back. You
That's
don't
the
want
thing.
They'll
that
just
yet.
shit on all your dreams,
Exactly,
man.
yeah.
EA, I can't say enough horrible things about EA, but well, I could, but it would take 3 shows.
That's fine. Yeah, we got
But
time.
I really wish that they would, slow down a little bit. They rush games, they rush developers. It turns into a terrible product. If they just, gave their games to developers that could handle the IP that they've been given and give them, a couple of years at least to work on these things, then they might turn out some great product. But DICE was, bum rushed into finishing Battlefront. We all saw the result of that. Battlefront feels rushed. There's no single player campaign. It just like I don't like the maps. I don't like the way that it plays. It feels nothing like Battlefront. That's another podcast.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You're
Rogue
seeing
Squadron,
other podcasts, Rich? Is that what I'm to believe?
Holy bunches, my friend.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Let's move on.
Another
lost the
episode of
point.
this podcast.
Okay.
But the original Rogue Squadron, oh man, it's just like, I think the first one was still the best one. They made a couple more on like the GameCube, but the original Rogue Squadron was probably my favorite Star Wars flight simulating game, more so than, if you ever played like the X-Wing or TIE Fighter games that were on PC before. Like the Rogue Squadron, that was the first time where I actually felt like I was in an X-Wing going down the Death Star trench run, and it was simple but effective.
Yeah.
And a lot of people can still consider it one of the hardest Star Wars flight games.
Are you playing this on emulator, or did you actually bust out a 64 and start playing the game?
I'm actually playing on a real no, I have an emulator.
Okay.
But man, it's a blast, and I recommend that if you've never played Star Wars Rogue Squadron, that you play Star Wars Rogue Squadron.
Play it before they shit on it with a remake for Rogue One when it comes out. Because it's gonna happen.
About that.
Yeah, when Rogue One comes out, they're gonna merchandise it just as bad as they did the last movie.
Oh, that reminds me. We could talk about this after what you're playing, but
Hey, you don't get to decide this shit.
Yeah.
This is my show, motherfucker.
It's true. But, so they delayed episode 8. It's not coming out in
yeah.
May 2017 anymore. It's coming out December 2017 because apparently Disney has a problem with Rian Johnson's screenplay for it. It doesn't. They want it to just be all about Rey and
That's not what I
Finn.
heard. We'll talk about it next. Let's move on. You lost
like
points,
next podcast.
by the way,
Aw.
for spoiling future stories that we were going to talk about. So
Wow.
negative points for you. Aaron Carter, what you been playing?
Warframe on the PS4. Been playing a lot of that. And Smite. We did some streaming on Smite the other
I
night.
really like
with,
playing Smite.
Yeah. It's getting a lot more interesting with Webb at the side of FG.
What's going on with you guys?
He's got a lot to learn. Put it that way.
Okay.
He's got a lot to learn. So it's. I'm trying not to be one of those rage gamers. Like, oh my god, what are you doing? Shut up! Stop doing.
You were
this.
raging on him a little bit though. You're
I
like,
gotta
let's just
pull it-
fucking play bots.
I gotta pull it back.
Let's just play bots, guys.
And remember, he's brand new, and we'll move on from there. That's where I'll go.
I'll let you guys fight about that on
Exactly.
the weekend show. All
Well,
right.
we'll have words. We'll have words.
All right, Mike. So you're busy stand-up comedian. I don't know why I can't say that. Busy stand-up comic. Do you have a chance to ever play video games, mobile games even?
All right, let me break this down. Because I used to be really, really into my Xbox, and both of them died. Not the Rings of Death, they just died, and I just stopped playing. I started focusing on writing jokes and my career. But you guys are going to like this. I got my kids addicted to the original Nintendo.
Nice.
What?
Yes.
Nice.
Not an emulator, not like on the
Yeah.
original NES. And we've been playing. We actually have a Nintendo night. We invite other families, and we get drunk. Not the kids, but me.
I was gonna say, thank
I was
God.
going to say, yeah, this is a loose show, but good lord.
me and the family, or the other parents get drunk, and and the kids play, and then we rotate. We play as well. and
Nice.
Yeah. So
Nice.
we've been playing some old school Nintendo games.
That's what America needs.
And you know
right
what's-
there.
And you know what's the great thing about having a Nintendo night? It's not online. You can't talk
Yeah.
shit.
Amen.
You gotta talk. If you're gonna talk shit, you do it in the same exact room.
Yeah,
you
you-
look that
Yeah.
person in the eye.
Right.
Exactly.
Fuck you, man. Fuck you. I gotta go. Mom's calling.
Yeah.
No, mommy's not here. Say it to my face, bitch.
Yeah.
Yes.
Applause.
Yeah, trash
So,
talk in the
that's
same
great.
room was a lot.
Yes.
You don't
I
say
love
nothing
it.
that you're not
Right,
ready
love
you
to.
could throw something at somebody or start a fight, but that's
And
how it
oftentimes,
was.
you would, but
And
that's
see,
how
I don't
you
even,
learn.
I don't find myself trash talking online. Like when I'm next to somebody, oh yeah, it's all day. But I don't.
That's
I don't,
what you're supposed to
Yeah,
do.
I don't feel like it's the right place to like. I'm not gonna see you. I want to see that reaction. I want to see that.
I was saying
death
that
in your face
when I was playing. Yeah.
yes.
Or that frustration.
Yeah, that frustration. Yeah. And I
One
tell
more,
them, I
one
tell
more.
them this on the show because I've played other people, and then I'll come back to the show and be like, oh, I played this person in this last night. Mortal Kombat face to face, and I tell them I crushed them, and I kept their dreams are over and all this type of stuff, and then all of a sudden they'll be like, why'd you do that? Like. Ease up. Well, it was a girl.
That was a girl you were. That was a girl you had interest in.
But that was.
I
that's
totally
my thing.
crushed that ass,
he,
man.
he
Exactly.
finds out like 6 months later, like wondering why didn't she call me again? And then he finds out from
She
those
should've
friends.
stepped
Because
it
you
up.
humiliate her.
She
And
should have stepped it up.
step it up, bitch, and then we'll go out on a date number 2. Step it up. So yeah,
Gets
that's
me. Mike gets it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we started Nintendo Night, and other families are doing it, and that So I guess my recent game was Ninja Turtles, the arcade game.
Oh, lovely,
yeah.
lovely.
Great
See, this
stuff.
is how it needs to be.
Yeah.
That's good.
Bring it back,
old-fashioned.
people.
You know,
Nintendo night.
You see the YouTube videos where they're like teenagers try Nintendo for the first time.
Oh, that was hilarious.
Yeah, and
That
they
was
didn't
hilarious.
know how to start the game. They couldn't find the power button. Some of them are looking for touchscreens
But
or
it's
whatever.
fun.
Yeah, it is.
They didn't know how to blow in the disc or you know,
the cartridge.
blow
you
in the
mean?
cartridge. Yeah, here I
Yeah.
go.
Exactly.
That's what you should say to that girl after you're done. Let me blow your cartridge.
Yeah,
You
I
would've
probably
kept
would
her.
have won. Yeah, probably would have
Yeah.
won her right back. Yeah.
Right? I'll give you the contra code. Let's
So,
start this, baby.
is there anything you'd like to ask me, Aaron?
How was your day?
That's not what I was looking for.
What game did you play,
This,
sir?
see,
Oh,
he's
well,
been here
I'm
one
sorry.
day. He's already got the.
I'm sorry that I wanted to know how your day was.
He was being polite. I was
Exactly.
being-
He doesn't
I was
give a-
kissing ass.
That's the thing.
There
He
it
doesn't,
Negative points for Mike.
no, he doesn't care about my day. I've known him long enough. He does not care about my day. I've been playing Elder Scrolls Online.
Yeah, you have. And
I
we
like
have
it.
to hear about it.
Not sure if serious or
A little bit of
sarcastic.
both.
ESO, only $20 right now on
Uh-huh.
humble.com.
Free
It's
to play.
free to
though.
play.
Okay.
Why wouldn't you get this game? It feels much, much more like Skyrim or Elder Scrolls than it did in that test we did.
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't like it when we went to.
Well, we
E3.
played. Here's the thing: we played in an alpha or a beta, and that was the PvP.
Yes.
And
yes.
PvP is always different because they got to try and level it. So hit box stuff is weird. It felt like we were swinging through people, right? This actually feels like you're playing an Elder Scrolls game, but there's just a shit ton of people around you at all times.
But have you played with a group of people and try to complete like a quest or
I
something?
have one friend.
Okay, so then no, you have not.
I have one friend, and we did play together for well, first of all, we spent the first hour and a half trying to figure out how to play together. Once we figured that out, we ran through like 2 hours of missions, and it was weird. Like we were in the same group, but we each had to complete the objectives as if we weren't together.
Okay, I like that. I do like that though.
Yeah, so
you
it's
guys
like
kind of feel separate, but you're still working towards one goal.
yeah, there was like a puzzle
that.
part, and she figured out the puzzle first and got through the door.
Oh,
and I was like,
so
oh shit,
maybe.
looks like I get to go through the door. Nope. And I was like, oh fuck, how'd you do that puzzle? And then she had to explain it to me, and I had to do it and get through the door.
Oh,
See,
okay.
and that's how you get day 2.
Oh, okay. I see. All
Figure
right.
out the puzzle, baby.
Let me go ahead and write some of these down.
Right?
Yeah.
Pick up lines for gamers.
Well, we need that.
Right?
Oh, we definitely need that.
Yeah, no, it's a must. But Aaron, I extend out the request for you to get the game.
You said it's $20.
$20.
Okay, yeah, I can spare that.
There
All
you go.
right,
Yeah.
we're in agreement. So now that we've played that, we are going to
So
talk
who
about.
won?
I'm still in the lead.
There you go.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's how. Yeah.
I like that.
So
I've got the chair. I'm in the lead.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You can
pretty
leave,
much.
Mike. I can turn you off your microphone. Shut your damn mouth.
So what we're going to do next is we're going to talk about Star Wars.
Oh,
Thanks, Rich. Wow, what a jerk.
I was just
No, actually, you know what? 100% on the real. I read the story earlier. I completely forgot about it until you brought it up. So thank you.
Oh,
I
okay.
actually owe you a
Oh,
debt
all
of
right.
gratitude.
All
So
right.
you
See how the
saved
show works?
Well, there it
Yeah,
is.
he saved the show.
Has
No.
everybody watched the movie in here yet?
Yes, I've watched it.
I'm the
Okay.
only person then, right?
Oh, you haven't
Okay.
seen The Force
I've
Awakens?
not watched it.
Wait,
Don't
so
worry.
we can't spoil it for you.
Can I say this? If you do watch it, go to the Studio Movie Grill in Rockland and watch it.
Oh, the dinner type
Yes.
of. Okay. All right.
Highly recommend it because that's when I watched it and I had ribs
Oh,
while I was watching Star Wars and I got drunk.
that's the only way. I haven't
That's
seen
the
it yet.
only
I've
way
seen
to
it.
watch Star Wars and 3D.
I've never been there too, so I guess I'll have to go check
There's a
that
little
one
plug.
out. Yeah.
There's your next.
I've
sponsor.
seen it
There
in
it is.
IMAX. I've seen it in D-Box. I've seen it at the drive-in. I've seen it in 3D regular. You know, I've
Holy
seen
shit!
it.
Wow.
I've
Why
seen
have
it
you
6
seen-
times
Why
now.
have you seen the movie that many
And
times?
this is
'Cause
why
it's
the
an
movie's
excellent
number
film.
one.
Is it?
This is why it's number one.
It's great
everywhere.
because you know what, 1, 2, and 3 was a huge letdown because it was all green screen and
Yeah.
stuff, and we're not spoiling anything, but
Yeah, no, I
it's
get you.
you know it was back to real filmmaking and back to what it was
Yeah.
for 4, 5, and 6. So that's why everyone got it felt like a Star Wars film.
It did, and I really liked it. It did draw a lot of similarities to 4.
I was gonna say a lot of people have been giving it flack for that online. Like, why is it so similar to?
Maybe you'll find out in the next episode.
Ah.
Booyah!
Ooh.
That's
There
how
it
they
is.
get you. They got your money. Now you're
Well, they
curious.
have my money. Yeah, I'm gonna
right?
go see every fucking
I mean,
one.
if we went through 1, 2, and 3, I'm sure we can handle a remake of an episode.
Yeah, they were atrocious. Though.
Yeah.
I
One, two,
really
and three
feel
were
like the
atrocious.
spoilers are on the table now, though, because the movie's been out for over a month. It's like a cultural phenomenon. Like, especially as writers, I hesitate when I want to write a Star Wars article about something because there's so many things to talk about. So many things to unpack.
Well, you can always put, as a writer, spoiler right at the beginning.
I don't want to. I kind of want to spoil it for people.
Well, who the hell just doesn't put
Draw it
spoilers
in.
nowadays?
Very, very, very. And by the way, blah, 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 blah.
Bam!
I'm
Yeah.
out.
Suck
Drop
it.
the mic.
I think on my last 2 vlogs where I talked about Star Wars, I didn't bother putting any spoiler warnings because it's like, you should have seen the movie by now.
I think 1 month
It's
is
kind of like the
fair.
Pledge of
Sorry,
Allegiance.
Well, it's like,
That's what it is.
well, no one gives a shit really about like.
It's a fun movie. You'll
I'm,
enjoy
yeah,
it.
I'm not worried about spoilers. Trust me.
Why
I'm going to
haven't you
go see the
seen it?
movie. Like,
Why
why?
are
yeah.
you still here?
Yeah.
Go.
Well, I mean, having
an
the
hour
9
show.
to 5, and then 12 kids and all that type of
And
stuff.
then
So.
chasing off women.
Yeah, and then chasing off
Get
the
away.
women. Yeah,
Go watch Star Wars.
I need women. So yeah, I have to sit alone and watch Star Wars.
They're
That's
pushing.
the best way. She won't be asking the damn question. Who's this? I haven't
That's
seen
good.
it.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah, exactly.
There we go.
Essentially, what they're doing now is they're pushing the movie back about 7 months. So
Episode 2?
Yeah.
Or not episode 2.
You know,
Eight.
we know what you meant.
Yeah.
yeah, the next installment,
Was it
not
12?
Rogue
What are we
One,
talking about?
but this new one, and they're trying to recapture that magic of the Christmas release.
Okay.
I
That
think
makes
that's
sense.
Just, I think that's just them being greedy.
No.
They're gonna make us
nah.
wait 7 more months just so they could try and
Are you
recapture the
listening
magic.
to yourself. 7 months. That's it.
That's nothing nowadays.
That's nothing.
Dude. Especially
That's
when you have
nothing.
I
kids.
could walk outside and get struck by lightning today, and
That's what you're worried
I
about.
will never have
is not
seen the
being
next Star Wars.
Yeah, but you guys don't have kids. 7 months?
Yeah.
It goes like that, dude.
Does it?
It does.
That's
It
the
flies.
the official explanation is that they wanted to release Pirates of the Caribbean. Pirates of the Caribbean
There's
is
another
now,
one?
Yeah, the
Yes.
5th one.
Oh, let's stop that.
It comes out on May 26,
Captain
2017,
Jack
which is the
Sparrow.
day that Star Wars Episode 8 was supposed to come out. But then that just took that time slot and they moved Star Wars back. And they're saying, oh well, we want to push Star Wars back because people really liked it Christmas time. Rogue One's coming out at Christmas time, but it was only a day before that there was a lot of leaks saying how frustrated Rian Johnson was, the director of Episode 8, because of the studio saying like, oh, you have to scrap all this. There's like 5 new characters in Episode 8 that are going to be introduced, and since the overwhelming response to Episode 7 is people really like the characters of like Rey and Finn and Poe, that he was going to have to rewrite it because those 3 characters were not planned to be in Episode 8 very much. And they're like, no, people love those characters. We got to just have all those characters. So there was like 2 actresses that have come out saying that they were cast in the movie and they are now fired because their roles have been cut out to make more room for the established characters.
Damn.
And so rewrites are going to go until
That's why you don't blab it out until you're on film.
rewrites are going to
Yeah.
go until next month, and that was that's probably what I believe to be the actual practical reason for
Let's
this
get
delay.
back to that Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
We're talking Johnny
You're
Depp
really
again.
Is it Johnny Depp still?
It's Johnny
Let's
Depp and
stop
Orlando
all this.
Bloom is coming
Oh,
back.
let's stop it all now. Let's
no
just
Keira
stop
Knightley
it all.
still, but
It needs to be Sam Jackson.
the only one with more.
Sam Jackson as a pirate.
Exactly.
Motherfucker.
Exactly.
I
That's
want my
what I want.
motherfucking gold out of that motherfucking chest.
Exactly.
You
That's
say
what
you
we
want
need.
gold.
That's all I want. I'm done with the movie. That's just all I want.
That's
Sam
it.
Jackson,
Yeah.
2 hours, pirate,
Perfect.
done.
You know, I was probably one of the few that avoided all previews to Star Wars. I
Oh,
avoided
wow.
all the hype. I was completely surprised. And I made myself do that because that's what you're supposed to do when you watch a Star Wars movie: be completely surprised and just be in awe. And there's so much, everything was in
yeah.
your face. I avoided it all. Avoided it all,
It's
and
tough,
now you
though.
ruined it for the next episode.
It's
sir.
tough, man.
Appreciate it.
With the internet out there, and then the internet throws all type of
It's
spoilers
okay.
before
I can
movies
still
come
do
out.
this. I can still do
And
this.
then the trailers. There's like a trailer every 3 days now for movies.
Yeah.
I know.
Like, oh, and then did you miss this snippet during the Browns game or something like that?
I always
like,
do.
it's-
Oh, yeah.
I can be ignorant.
It's
It's a
in
talent
your
of mine.
face.
It's a talent of mine to be stupid sometimes.
And so it's like, if you don't see, like the Deadpool movie, there's got to be like 7 different trailers for this thing already. And
that
it's-
looks good.
And I'm like, yeah, no, that actually
That
looks
looks
very
really
good.
good.
That's next month.
What do you
too.
think of that petition?
What to
To make it PG-13?
Yeah.
Hell
I think it's
no.
just a hype.
Yeah, that's,
Yeah? You
Just a
think
hype.
Publicity stunt thing?
Publicity
definitely.
stunt hype.
Because you saw the Valentine's Day one, right?
Because no one, it's funny, no one's gonna vote for a president, but they're gonna petition for a damn movie to be PG-13.
That's true.
Seriously, come
Yeah.
on now.
How about we started
Wake
a
the fuck
petition
up,
to get
people.
Donald Trump out of the race?
Yeah, no
for
one's
president?
petitioning him.
Yeah.
He wants Muslims with badges and stuff, but no one's petitioning that. But petition Deadpool.
know, I
'cause he's
wonder-
saying the F word.
How serious are those
Seriously?
people voting for a PG-13 Deadpool? I mean, why would you want Deadpool? Has to be
It's all Trump supporters.
Yeah, they are.
That's what it is. We'll put Muslims in cages, but we want Deadpool as PG-13.
Do you think it's so like the parents of kids that they think, oh, my kids are going to go see Deadpool no matter what, so we want it to be PG-13, so it's like less violent.
You can't, dude. Deadpool's violent.
Yeah, he's supposed to be.
You know.
Yeah.
No other way, and I'm glad that they petitioned to actually get it to the R rating. The actors and all the crew and everything, they wanted it.
Yeah.
Like, you have to have it that way.
Yeah.
You can't have a.
I think that petition is
G-rated.
doing what it's doing right now. We're talking about.
Yeah, exactly. So. And it's gonna be a big movie. I think
Yeah.
Fox finally did something.
And you got 90s music
Yeah.
in there too.
Yeah, I don't think they'll
That's
have any
like-
trouble.
That's kind of the thing now. Like, if you throw like an awkward 80s or 90s song that doesn't really fit into a movie trailer, it's like pure gold.
But you didn't like
Guardians of the Galaxy figured it out.
But you didn't like
Yes.
whatchamacallit, Suicide Squad. You didn't like that trailer. And
I loved the way the
Queen in
music.
there.
Oh, that
no,
was good.
no,
That
I,
was done
no,
really
see,
well.
that movie's gonna suck.
No,
But that was a good trailer.
Come on,
I
that
agree
movie,
100% with that.
No, I think that movie's gonna be decent. It's gonna be better than Batman vs Superman.
Yeah, but anything's gonna be better than Batman vs Superman.
Well, it's.
I'll go
Yeah.
see the new Pirates of the Caribbean movie before I go see.
Oh wow. No, Suicide Squad. I think you're gonna miss out if you don't go see that one. I think that's gonna be actually. Good.
I think Joker and Harley Quinn are going to steal the show.
I'm telling you.
course,
I
yeah.
don't think
You got
they're.
it.
So they're going to spin off and
yeah.
then have their own movie because those two are very great at this. I'm in awe with both of them.
I feel like, when they first announced that she was going to play Harley Quinn, I was thinking of her role in Wolf of Wall Street where she had that great New York accent. I
Yeah,
was
she
like,
didn't
oh,
have that.
She's great.
Hey, Mr. J.
Yeah, there's
have
no
it.
New York accent, and that's just on the long list of things that I'm already disappointed
Well,
about
maybe
with
she
Suicide
wanted to
Squad.
separate the characters. Maybe
Oh,
she didn't
don't
want to
give me
thank you.
that.
Or she probably brings it towards the end.
Yeah, and maybe
never
you just
know.
didn't see it in the trailer.
As she goes crazy or something.
Yeah, you never know.
I don't know.
So.
You just don't like Will Smith. One, racist, and two.
That's exactly the reason I don't like him.
Yeah, exactly.
Because he's racist?
Yeah, him and Trump both don't want Will Smith. That's what it is. But I think he'll do a fine job at the role that he has. Because it's a forgettable
He's
one. I
Deadshot?
think. Yeah, he's Deadshot.
Or kill shot.
And it doesn't. I don't think that character is like one that you're gonna stick with for the rest of the.
Right.
Like, oh yeah, I had to go see Deadshot in this movie. Nobody cares about him. So he does.
I don't know
what
if
he
I buy
does.
the Leto Joker though either. Like, he's
Really?
hipster Joker to me. Like all the tattoos that says broken on
That's
his head.
part of the comic book.
Yeah, it's
He's
all-
following the guidelines of that separate storyline. So it's not like he created that his own.
You gotta let him
Really?
see the whole
Yeah.
thing. It's a
All
whole
the
bunch of
tats on him?
one-liners though.
Oh, see.
You're seeing a whole bunch of one-liners right now. Let him get the full-blown,
okay.
He's got his
acting
own
out.
laugh too.
Oh, does he?
Yeah. It's not like trying to be Heath Ledger.
And that's what I like.
Yeah.
He's not trying to be the last guy.
Right.
Because you're not going to be Heath Ledger.
Right. No one is. Not even Heath
See,
Ledger.
I was
Exactly.
a diehard
He's done.
DC Comics fan growing up. I read all the comics and everything, so that's why I'm at a disadvantage with these movies because I don't like them already because they're different from what I grew up with.
Well, that's true. You're not going to get the one for one.
Yeah.
That's, I've made peace with that years ago.
Mhm.
But if you can get something, I guess, close, then you might as well, take it.
this could probably spark and create our own movie with Joker.
possible.
It will.
Yeah, if he does
It will.
well.
It's
Yeah,
got to.
if he does well.
I think this is like
yeah.
a testing phase, and then see Joker and Batman again, or just Joker on his side.
Because Batfleck is going to be in the Suicide Squad movie, if not,
Yeah, he
or
is.
just a
That's right.
cameo.
Yeah, he
Like,
is, yeah.
Yeah. Talking about staying away from things, because we write for like a entertainment site, it's impossible for us to avoid these things. I'm usually in the same boat. Like Avengers, I wanted to be completely surprised, but every other day there's an article. Guess what Scarlett Johansson was wearing
Yeah.
on the set of this,
Spoiler
with
there,
the
yeah.
picture. So it's
Well,
hard for us
Scarlett
to stay
Johansson,
away.
so.
I wouldn't
But
care
You
what
have
she
to,
was
you
on.
have to know everything about her.
Exactly.
It's fine. Spoiler alert.
What she
on
was
that.
drinking this
Yeah.
morning. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, that's fine.
Let's see. Gaming Since Gaming says, "Who the fuck doesn't like Will Smith?" Corey, you are broken.
Exactly.
Nuh-uh.
That's the chat room he's talking about.
Yeah.
there.
So the
Oh,
chat room.
Well, all I have to say is getting jiggy with it.
Hey, that
no,
wasn't
no.
exactly. You all sing it because you know it. Exactly.
I didn't say he wasn't one of my favorite musicians.
He's one of your favorite rappers.
Damn right, he's my favorite rapper.
That's automatically.
He's so
terrible.
hood, Aaron.
Yeah.
That's about as gangster as I
like
get.
West
from-
Philadelphia.
Yeah, see? West Philly.
He wasn't from West Philly.
I liked him in Pursuit of Happiness. He did a great job. in
See,
that
I don't
movie.
think I've seen like enough of the softer Will Smith movies.
You haven't seen the real like dramatic Will Smith?
No, I saw I Am Legend. I like that one.
That was a
Not-
great one.
Yeah,
I
that's
like
a
that.
very good movie
Yeah.
actually.
But like, I didn't see that one. What's the one where is that the one where he's sick or something like that? I don't know.
No, the Pursuit of Happiness is when he has his kid.
Stockbroker.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sleeping in bathrooms.
Right.
and-
Then he did that shitty one with his son.
After Earth.
After
Right,
Earth.
Yes.
yeah.
After-
See, no, I don't. I only saw like a preview.
Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't the
Isn't that
greatest.
good?
No, he tried to do some African accent. What was it? I don't even know what it was, but he did terrible. And then Jaden is terrible. Just terrible.
You're not into Jaden?
Jaden,
He has
good.
the best tweets.
He was good in The Karate Kid, and then
See, I like the original Karate Kid.
oh no, the original is better. Yeah,
Yeah.
hands down better. But I like Jackie Chan. So
Yeah, Jackie
Yeah.
Chan was good. He did a good twist on his Mr. Miyagi.
Yeah.
Or Mr. Han.
yeah, I like the new.
Yeah.
You know, if you had to pick somebody, then yeah, Jackie Chan will be the grandmaster. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he did well there. But then everything else I've seen Jaden in, which is only After and that, he's just,
I liked Will Smith in Ollie. He did a great job.
Oh no, yeah, he did good in Ollie.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
He's a
I
good
got a soft
actor.
I
spot
like-
for that.
But
You
Will
like
Smith
that
does a
movie?
good job
Yeah.
at playing Will Smith.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
That's
what
why
it
in
is.
the Deadshot thing, I just saw Will Smith. I didn't see Deadshot.
Well, there's no real characteristic for Deadshot.
Yeah.
He can.
The
So
side-
all we
side.
know, yeah, he could just be Will Smith.
He's like off Broadway.
Exactly.
That's what Deadshot is.
I never had an
Way the
idea.
fuck off. I mean, he is gone to like Wall Street. That's
He's a
how far
guy
off.
that can shoot straight.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So
he
it's
can
like
be Will Smith.
like Bullseye.
Yeah, exactly.
Same thing.
He has no real personality that I know of. Do you know of one? You read the comic books?
Well, I mean, he's got a little bit of a typical like mercenary, like I'm a mercenary kind of thing.
Will
so
can't pull that off?
It's something that they can improve on. So I think that Will Smith is actually probably going to be one of the better things in the movie. I think
he will.
the things that it's really just Harley and Joker that grind my
Yeah.
gears, which will ultimately
Oh,
be the
well.
thing
I
that
think they're
most
gonna
people
steal the
like.
show.
But I'm just going to be one of those
They
negative
could have
people.
put anybody in Deadshot.
You don't want to see the movie with me. I'm going to be harping on it the whole time.
Since we're talking about mercenaries, can we petition and talk about why there isn't a great Punisher movie?
Give him time.
Oh, it's coming soon.
Yeah, give him
Because
time.
I fell off with Warzone. I did not like his bulletproof turtleneck.
Did you? Yeah, that was
That was
terrible.
weird.
That guy was like 6'7". He's going upside down on the chandelier, shooting like everybody.
That was a strange actor they picked for that too.
Ray Stevenson.
Yeah,
It was just I did not like it.
Have you watched like the Netflix series that
No.
Marvel's put out?
No.
So they have Jessica Jones and Daredevil out.
Right.
So Daredevil season 2 is coming out, and they've already picked a Punisher for it.
Nice.
And it's what's
guy
his name?
from,
Barenthal.
Bernthal from Walking
Walking
Dead.
Dead.
You ever watch
Right.
that?
Yeah.
He was Shane.
Right. He was also
know,
in Wolf of
oh,
Wall
yeah,
Street.
that's
Yeah, he was.
crooked
Yeah.
nose because he looks
Yeah,
like
yeah.
he's been boxing. He to me fits the
Okay.
Punisher. So, and
Maybe they can make a movie from him.
they're already talking
No,
about.
they're not. See, I don't want him to make a movie anymore. Like, honestly, if you love the character,
I do.
Netflix series.
Okay.
That's where it's at. You get 10 hours of
Yeah.
hardcore
Yeah, you do.
story.
Yeah.
And the Marvel, I'm going to say it, the Marvel universe that they're building on Netflix, way better than the movies.
Okay.
They give
Because they want people to stay binging. On
Yeah.
that. So yeah, they're gonna put money and
you
effort
binge
into
hard on
Yeah.
those.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
still supposed to be connected to the movie universe.
And they
too.
still
Yeah,
are,
and
which
they're
is
still
cool, yeah.
connected.
That's
So
nice.
that Daredevil series,
God, you can brainwash so many people.
You mean they have
Right,
brainwashed
right.
so
I
many
gotta
people,
watch
yeah.
the next 10 hours of this.
Oh yeah.
and
in a row. Yeah.
We were at a con
You
in
got 10
Reno.
hours to spare? Awesome. Let's watch everything together.
We were at a con in Reno, and what you guys were out at the club that was downstairs or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm upstairs watching Netflix, like
Jessica Jones.
Jessica Jones, just hardcore watching. Like I'm on episode 6 now.
That was the
It's like
second
6
season.
hours,
Right?
It had Luke Cage.
But
in
then
it.
when you're done, you're just like, you feel like it's just one episode.
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause it
one
blends
long
in.
episode that
Right.
they give like that Daredevil one, Wilson Fisk, the Kingpin. They gave who was played by
Vincent D'Onofrio.
D'Onofrio.
Nice.
Yeah, and
Oh,
I like him. I
they
like him. Yeah.
gave him such an interesting story. Like Kingpin was always a throwaway character for me,
Right.
but they took him and made him almost the focal point. Like
Yeah, for a good 4 episodes.
he had like his own episode where they showed him as a kid,
Nice.
chubby kid, and his dad
Yeah.
was beating him and got in
Nice.
trouble with the mob and stuff, and he ended up murdering his dad. Sorry, spoilers. But
yeah, I mean,
Fuck,
if
all right,
you haven't
binge
watched
it
it
and
by
watch it.
now, then yeah,
yeah, fucking amazing.
That's good.
it was good. Yeah.
So with the Punisher, I wish they would do a Spider-Man one. Like all the characters you love, if you really truly love them, fuck box office Hollywood shit where they mess up everything. They stay true to the story and give you so much detail in these Netflix series.
Nice.
And Punisher's gonna get one.
yeah,
It's-
he
it's,
has
it's
to get
confirmed.
one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I always loved watching Punisher growing up. And I have the Dolph Lundgren one.
Whoa.
Yes.
You're a
Whoa.
trooper.
Yes.
What's the
I had-
Tia Carrera? Not Tia Carrera. Who was his love interest?
crap.
The
I don't know.
Tia
Asian-
Carrera from
It was a terrible
Wayne's
movie.
World?
It's a terrible.
yeah, she wasn't she his love interest in that one?
I don't
with
remember.
Dolph
I just
Lundgren?
have it because I'm a fan. I just have it. It's,
Yeah.
It's terrible. I gotta watch it now again.
Yeah, it's a
Like-
classic.
Like when he's praying in the sewers. God, forgive me what I've done. I'm like, and And then the other Punisher with John Travolta going on the.
I liked that one.
It was good, but the way he died.
Oh yeah, that was kind of.
And then it made a big skull in flames. I'm just like,
he had time to set all that up. Yeah,
that is very artistic, Punisher. That is very nice.
Someone went to the Art Institute,
right?
Yeah.
I want to draw a skull. You sound like Batman. I don't care.
He did a. He tried to get a petition too. And we're speaking of petitions to come back and do that character again.
Who?
And be the Punisher. The guy who played the Punisher.
Oh,
with
is it
John
Thomas?
Travolta.
Thomas.
I don't know what his name.
Thomas
He did
Hayden?
the. Remember he did the YouTube video, Laundry Day.
Where they made like a short, right?
Yeah, they did a short.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was, and they had Ron Perlman in it.
Oh, nice.
Doing a little speech and stuff like that, and then he went out there and just started beating up on black people.
What?
Oh no, yeah, he beat up on a lot of black people.
It's all about beating up minorities.
Oh yeah, that's what the whole.
That's what
thing
Punisher's
was.
all about.
I'm
He
in.
punishes
Let's
them.
watch this movie.
Get punished, bitch. Officer Hoyt, don't shoot. Preserve life.
Other thing I want to talk about is we're running low on time, so we got about 10 minutes left. Mike Tyson, Iron Mike Tyson, was announced as the new entry into the UFC 2 game.
Really?
Really?
Yep.
His ground game must be terrible.
As I predicted this in an article because I was like, they had Bruce Lee last time.
Yeah.
Anybody's up for anybody can be chosen, and Mike Tyson has a good relationship with the UFC and Dana White, and sure enough, he was added. But here's the deal: if you want to get Tattoo Face Mike Tyson, you need to pay the extra $10 to get the deluxe edition.
No. Sorry, you lost me.
So wait,
it's just a tattoo.
If I get flat top Mike Tyson,
that's what you get with with the essential one.
That's the only one I want. Then.
You get punch out Mike Tyson.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. Black shorts. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Fine. That's when he was,
all I want.
That's when he was great.
You don't want
I don't
hangover.
Want no.
Hoverboard.
I want flat top, pigeon.
I don't want to. I don't want to feel sad for Mike Tyson. I'm tired. I want to root for Mike Tyson. So I want the Iron Mike.
Yeah, that's what you're gonna get.
I remember my mom being so pissed off when we got a pay-per-view, bought a pay-per-view match with Mike Tyson, and it just lasted like 30 seconds.
Oh, that's when he fought the Italian guy.
She was pissed off.
Yeah.
She was like, I paid this money to watch 2 seconds of a fight. I was like, I'm a little kid by then, and she was like, well, I can't control anything. Don't Mike Tyson me. Like,
remember when Mike Tyson joined DX?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was after root for Mike Tyson.
I think WrestleMania 14? 15? I think it was 14.
I want to say it was around there. Stone Cold Steve Austin
with
Mike Stone Cold Steve Austin.
What? Yeah.
Stone Cold. But it was special guest referee?
Yeah.
Ended up clocking Shawn Michaels at the end.
Yeah. That's when Shawn Michaels hurt his back and everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
I heard he was coming back actually. I thought I scrolled through something and it was saying he might come out of retirement for this.
Just retire.
Stay gone.
When a wrestler retires, you gotta retire.
I don't think it leaves you guys. I like the wrestler. I think it's always in no matter what.
Yeah, but
Look at Hogan.
You don't have it anymore.
Yeah,
man.
okay.
You were talking about racists.
You know, Jeez. Hogan. Yeah, I know. Right? Hogan stayed in the game for like what? He's got to be 137
yeah, but it's
now,
so
right?
Slow.
He's got one strand of hair left.
I tried to watch a match of his when he went to that competitor, TNA.
Oh, okay.
He was
yeah,
at TNA for a little while. I'll go to
Yeah.
YouTube every once in a while and watch a few matches. Unwatchable.
Yeah.
Unwatchable.
I remember when he fought Brock Lesnar. It just like Brock Lesnar was manhandling.
Yeah.
It's like you can't. That's Hulk.
Yeah.
Leave on the prime. You know.
Oh, his prime was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. He could have left a long time ago. It's too late now.
Yeah, he's like, bro.
I want to see Goldberg come back.
Leg drop. I don't think Goldberg has a step anymore.
No,
I don't think so. Because he was aggressive and young.
Yeah, he was huge. Yeah.
And just like vicious, and he was an animal. Now he found God and. Now he's nice.
God has a little something against pro wrestling.
He's a man of the cloth now, so he can't.
I think he found God. I think
so.
I don't know.
Last time I saw him, he was doing some like car show. Like he was.
He does MMA stuff too.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, he like trains kickboxing now or Muay Thai or something.
He doesn't need to get into that.
But Mike Tyson, I don't know. I could picture it in the game.
I can't picture it in the game because what is he wearing?
But is he going to be kicking and stuff?
Yeah, that's exactly what.
Mike Tyson doesn't kick; he rapes and bites. That's
the two things he does.
That's what he does.
He rapes and he bites.
He doesn't kick.
What's that quote?
He doesn't put you in a chokehold.
Yeah,
he bites you and calls for the pigeons.
If the pigeons fly after he wins, yes.
He's like,
I'll buy
he's
it.
going for the pigeons.
I will buy it today.
There you go.
If the pigeons
yeah, if the
fly.
pigeons are with him.
Yes. If that's DLC, I'm not doing it.
It's like it's like when like every Batman video game, there's all these bats.
Yeah.
It's like that with pigeons
I'll buy
pooping
it.
on people.
Wait, do they have
buy it.
voiceovers in the UFC games?
I don't. Not that I know.
He's
Yeah,
got to
just
be
that.
in the. I've got to hear his after interviews. I got to hear all that.
He's one of the Stooges.
Yeah.
Certainly. Hit me in the face. I'll bite your ear.
But he's
gonna rape her.
I think he's hitting the bell while
My
it's,
defense is impregnable.
he's got to be in the game like that. He's got to. I won't take it any other way.
What?
And he's getting in the movie, right? He's going to be in Ip-Man 3.
Ip-Man 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fighting
he's
Donnie
striking
Yen.
iron while it's hot. He's trying to cash out big time. now.
Yeah.
Video games, movies.
He
Smart.
deserves it.
He's
Yeah.
smart. He's not one of these boxers that go broke and then die.
Wow.
He's
Muhammad Ali.
smart.
Oh, he's alive, right?
He's still alive.
It is weird. Even boxers like Tyson, who didn't take a huge amount of punishment, like maybe in training he did. Like you just always hear they're off
Drugs
a little bit.
too.
Oh, no,
Drugs,
yeah, that's
yeah.
Tyson,
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
Tyson has to be the drug. He lost, what, like 4 fights?
Yeah.
That's not a lot of punishment.
No, that's not a lot of punishment.
Every other fight, he was knocking people out in 2 seconds. Like I said,
God, could you imagine getting hit by Tyson as hard as he could
Oh, no, yeah,
in his
no.
prime?
Oh,
those were killers.
just go watch. There's videos of
The
him
pigeon punch.
Yeah.
He's
those
just
were
hitting
killers.
the heavy bag, and the thing is just folding. Like,
Yeah.
all
I
from
think
the
he-
upper
I
body.
I like how we're talking to about Mike Tyson with nice soothing. Mike Tyson, when he hits you upside the head and gives you a concussion.
I thought there was like some type of interview out there with him where he was he was saying like whenever he boxes, he tries to like murder somebody.
Well,
Like,
yeah,
that's
it's
what
war.
he's going for.
Some people
Yeah.
see it as a sport. Other people see it as war.
It's not a sport. You can't go in the backyard and play boxing. You
No,
go
no.
fighting.
Everyone gets fight.
Yeah,
Everyone-
it's fighting.
Yeah.
With this
Yeah.
music.
Exactly.
You guys ready?
This needs to be in UFC. That's what.
Round one.
This will be my entrance music.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Rich, tell
With
people
candles.
tell people about the latest series and where they can watch it.
You can watch Stupid Mario World at youtube.com/Rich Alvarez. Follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/Rich Alvarez, Instagram.com/Rich Malvarez. There had to be an M in there because someone took Rich Alvarez.
Oh, snipers.
And yep, that's it. It's a great show. It's a lot of fun.
What can we expect for the Stupid Mario Brothers this season?
This season we have a very special surprise, a new character that's never been on the show before, played by one of my friends. And let's just say they're from the land of Hyrule.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
But it's
who
not
it
Link.
could
We've
be.
already had Link. So.
Yoshi confirmed.
You still gotta have me and Aaron on there
Oh yeah.
as Bizarro World Mario.
Nice.
I would definitely be a bizarre Mario.
Luigi. Wait, you'd be Luigi.
Any
Wait, no.
character in there, I think I'd be a bizarre. Outside of a Goomba, yeah.
Wow, racism. All right.
Okay,
Alive
yeah.
today.
All right.
And for the comedy, what are you doing? Where can people see you?
You guys can follow me on Twitter at Mike B Comedy. Add me on Facebook at Mike B Comedy. I got some projects coming up. Working on updating my website, so that'll be up, and you guys can hang out and follow me on, find my dates and all that good stuff.
Are you gonna give us a T-Rex before we go?
Oh, you want me to do it?
I think
It's
so.
so loud.
Do I need
though.
to? Can you do it like a little bit away from the mic?
It's so loud.
Let's hear it.
Yeah,
it's loud.
Maybe not
Okay.
directly into the mic.
I've blown out speakers, my friend.
Let's do it.
It's
I'm ready.
if the speakers blow out, I'm not paying for it.
All right.
I'm not paying for it.
It's all headphones. That's
Okay.
good.
All right. So I'm gonna do the stomp and then I'll do the roar.
Okay.
And nice. I'm glad you remember that. Right after this. Okay, here we go.
That's how we end it, people.
There we go.